be Kenya's most transparent election ever. But 10 days before the nation voted, the man holding the keys to the entire system was found dead in a forest. His name was Chris Msando, and to this day, nobody has been arrested for his murder. Chris Msando wasn't a politician. He wasn't a soldier. He was a tech expert, Kenya's head of ICT at the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, better known as the IEBC. His job was simple but critical: make sure Kenya's votes were counted correctly and that no one could tamper with the results. In the weeks leading up to the August 8th, 2017 election, Msando became the public face of election technology. He appeared on live television, calmly demonstrating how the digital voting system worked. He was warm, reassuring, and confident. In one interview, he looked directly into the camera and said, "Dead voters will not rise on my watch." Those would be some of his last public words. On the night of July 28, 2017, Msando left for what appeared to be a normal evening out in Nairobi, but CCTV cameras would later tell a very different story. Security footage captured his car moving through the city for over an hour, driving in circles around the central business district. At around 2:34 a.m, the car stopped near Bellevue. Msando stepped out and was seen speaking urgently on his phone. Witnesses who later reviewed the footage described him as looking like a man under duress, pleading with someone on the other end of the line. He got back in the car. Then it disappeared along the Thika superhighway. His phones went silent. 3 days later, his body was found in Muguga Forest, on the outskirts of Nairobi. He had been strangled. His body showed signs of torture. He was found stripped to his underwear beside the body of a 21-year-old woman named Carol Ngumbu. The nation was in shock. The FBI offered to assist with investigations. Kenya's Directorate of Criminal Investigations launched a probe. A 17-year-old girl was arrested carrying a phone that had sent threatening messages to Msando before his death. Dozens of people were questioned, and then nothing. No arrests, no charges, no closure. Here's what makes this case so disturbing. Msando was murdered during the most politically charged week in Kenya's recent history. The election was 10 days away. The IEBC was already under fire. Just days before his death, the Commission had printed over 1.2 million excess ballot papers. Questions about vote rigging were everywhere. Msando was the one man who knew exactly how the system worked, and exactly how it could be broken. Former IEBC Commissioner Rosalind Akombe later made a stunning claim. She alleged that Msando was led to the slaughterhouse by colleagues inside his own organisation. Like Judas, she said, they sold him for 30 cents. Was he killed to silence him? Was it a political hit? Was it someone who feared what he knew? Nobody knows, or nobody is talking. Today, Chris Msando's murder remains one of the most haunting unsolved cases in African political history. His family still has no answers. Kenya has held 2 more elections since 2017, and each time, the ghost of what happened to him hangs over the process. Surely with a professional police service and a professional government, we would have some closure, said Amnesty International Kenya's executive director. The nation does not know who took the life of an elections official handling a very sensitive part of the elections. They still don't. Chris Msando was 38 years old. He had a wife and children. He believed in democracy enough to put his face on television and promised the nation their votes were safe. Someone made sure he couldn't keep that promise. If you want to see more African crime stories that the world is not talking about, subscribe. There are many more cases like this one, and they deserve to be heard.